Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Drake London. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Falcons and the Chargers on Monday night.
A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. They have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them's going to back down from this challenge.
All set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Throwing to start the drive. Beverly forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Beverly. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
On second down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Beverly. Dancing. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Lorenzo Carter. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown Falcons. Kyle Pitts. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Falcons put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Here coming up. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive with 4 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Beverly. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Beverly. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll be caught downfield by Shenault. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Herbert back to the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Antonio Gibson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Beverly. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some of the media this week are pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect catch something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there. See,
touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Beverly. His throw incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Joe Burrow leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Javonte Williams, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off again.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Herbert throwing again. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he is out of bounds here. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons!
Tyler Algier. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. To throw on second down. Beverly trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Koo for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun. Beverly being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 23. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
The Falcons offense set to go.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
Share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Algier with another carry.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Algier now up the middle.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run here with Algier.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Coup now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Beverly.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. And here now come the Falcons.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And some room to run now. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
know she'll keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Looking to throw. Beverly.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Beverly. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is fielded at the 27.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
1st down, and they'll start with Algier.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for the Falcons, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top.